Test, test, test. I tested my audio before I started the stream and it was working fine. So I'm not sure what's going on. Test, test, test. Hmm. So that's pretty annoying, guys. I've been on mute all this time, but I even tested it before I started the stream just to make sure my volume was working. So let me know if it isn't working now. Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3. If it's not working, I don't know what I need to do. I guess I have to restart the stream. But there's a lot of good action early on here. I don't want to just delete it out of the record here. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think you guys really missed anything by my lack of commentary. Test, 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 test. Looks like we'll have to switch to 100 now for a while, but that's okay. Not worried about it. So we just had 275 on one table. How long did it take us to get to 275 after we started this thing? It was like a month, wasn't it? Over a month. It's kind of funny to have that much on one table. I don't know if that's the most we've had on the table, but it might be. You'd think playing 400 and L we would have had more, but shit, we didn't win anything at 400 and L. We win 2 all-ins and 800 hands. Probably lost 10 or 11 all-ins. I mean, I could look it up, but why look at the pain? Been experimenting lately of doing light third and goes with hands like this, but this guy's like the first hand he's raised, so I mean I know it's only 4 hands. If he were on the button, I'd probably just go with it though. Like I first all in at a table, kind of loosen up a little bit, just experiment because I think usually when you sit down at a table you get more credit. Maybe I'm incorrect there, I don't know, but seem to. I don't really usually get called on my first 3-bet, and then kind of tighten up, maybe get a little more action on my value 3-bets. This is not a good candidate for a 3-bet. I like, if I'm going to have trash like this, I want it to at least be suited. I wish I had now, right? Okay, people. Let's have something exciting happen again. This does look like a great table, but these guys look pretty aggro, so I should be able to exploit them fairly well. So I'm going to stay for another revolution. I'm going to do experimental stuff. Maybe I'll be a little more aggressive at 100 and now just while I do that. Trying to improve my win rate. It's always a way to do things better, right? Thought I raised there. Yeah, not much going on here. I'm actually, apologize for the silence, but I'm having problems with my work laptop. I'm just trying to reinstall my work software, so just getting that going real quick. Sorry. Oops, I hit the wrong button. No! Shit! I gotta click all the damn buttons again. Oh, I suck. I'll do it again. I hate these frickin' mouse touchpads or whatever on laptops. Yeah. Why not? Is everybody just folding here? What the hell? Alright, I'm leaving these tables. we're gonna start anew here. Let's see. Actually, that guy might be a fish. Take that back. I'll stay there. Leave this one though. Probably leave this one. Leave this one unless a short stack sits in the next couple minutes. Give me a chance to finish this crap. That's like 4 or 5 straight raise and takes here. That's pretty annoying. I guess it's good when I have a marginal hand, but it just means the table's not any good. Whoops. Wait a second. Well, that's weird. Alright, let's find some more games here. Maybe that's one. Wow. Ah! Now I can auto post. Probably not a great table, but hell, it's slim pickings right now, isn't it? Not much going on. Is this the first hand? This is the first hand. Welcome to those just joining. In case you hadn't or weren't here in time, I ran pretty good early in this session, like the first couple minutes. I was at 275 on a 200 NL table, so I almost quintupled up. And then I doubled up on a couple more tables, or at least one decent sized pot. So we're starting off good today for a change. Maybe we can just keep it going here, win everything, and run the bankroll back up. Today, we'll end today at 4K. How's that sound? you're gonna raise the crap, you might as well rip something good on the flop. So at least I can be pretty sure that I don't want to barrel this off if I get flatted here. I guess we're not getting anything to fold now. I'm just gonna, just in case he had check fold clicked, I gotta bet $1 here. Yeah. Oops. Well, I'm already committed, so I have to stick the rest in, unfortunately. We're gonna run good at angle. Club, club. Ace! Okay. That's a little bit of bad luck there, but once you put in a 30-year stack, we have the right price to continue, even if we knew he had kings, which he certainly doesn't have to be that strong. Right, he could, I mean, you know this, for all we know, he could have king, queen there. So, not really worried about it. That's going to happen from time to time. So, our image is definitely shot now, so we can expect to get value from some of our stronger hands here. Okay, so we pick up a little bit more equity here. Probably have the best hand still, so we're just going to bet. And I think he might bluff sometimes on this. He's probably going to check back everything else except his like missed diamonds, so I think we check back and just take it to showdown here. So that's good. This table ain't great, so we'll say goodbye. I think we had a fish that left. There's a couple 200 L tables here. Oh well. Maybe we'll just leave this one in the hijack. Try and get that 200 L. Where'd it go? There it is. Gimme. I was thinking of leaving this one, but we just had a short stack sit down, so we'll stay here for now. This is technically the cutoff, right? We're just going to third and go with our $19. This guy looks like he might be fairly active. It's only 3 hands, but he's 4 and he's played all 4, so think maybe he folds the flop if he misses. And we have a hand that connects pretty well with a variety of boards, so it's not the worst one just to get all in either, in case this guy happens to have ace king or something. But I mean, flopping top pair doesn't hurt my feelings unless he has a better 10, which is a cooler. So see, he's just gonna fold like every time he misses. Unfortunately, we didn't want him to miss there. Our hand was almost too strong to bet, but we can't check there and let an overcard peel and give him a chance to spike or whatever, right? I think we have to follow through with our made hands as well as our unmade hands there, especially one that's as vulnerable as that one. It's a good way to pick up some cheap money there, especially against this type of player, which I'm assuming he's that type of player that's good to do that against. Thuffer and Thuckatash. There's not many games to choose from. Oh well. It's the same guy we already thirded once. I think we can flat this. If we had a really strong hand, I would be putting it in here, thirding it or whatever. But I think the second time we'll just flat. Of course, this is the time we don't hit top pair. It's kind of a BS bet, but this guy's fishy, so I don't really want to do any bluff raises against him. He might just drool and call it, just call with a king high there or something. We don't want to give him a chance to drool and pwn us, right? Oh no. This guy just pick up a strong hand. Darn it. Why do we have to run so bad on this table? Alright, alright. No more shenanigans. That sucks. No more coolers, please. Range on range violence kind of sucks. But we had our 30-something% equity there in both of those, so we're going to win one of those occasionally, right? Yep. This guy really hit a 10? God. Ugh. Yeah, we're back to good times again. Knew that our little honeymoon there couldn't last for long. Yep, knew our honeymoon couldn't last for long. It's still early. We're still up. We're going to keep running it up here. At least we had outs on that flop, right? I mean, could have hit, still could have hit a king or a club. That'd be too much to ask. No, don't call. Well, shoot. God, this guy just powered on through with his 7. Oh, we bricked another draw. We bricked another draw. We'll eventually get there on one of these draws. I think that's a pretty standard spot, though. I mean, he folds his 7 there on the turn sometimes because he's not beating anything but a bluff. On that turn, he's not beating anything. I'm going to check everything there. I mean, sets, 2 pairs, king X, aces, all those hands will bet, but everything else except for 4-3, they only had the only hand that he's beating there. So, yeah. Sucks to be me. I'm going to float here with my king high, just thinking I have the best hand, and maybe he checks it down now. I don't know how stabby he is, whether he's going to go 3 streets or not. But I'm pretty sure I have the best hand here a lot. I'm just going to call because I'm beating everything. Except ace high, which he's got a wide range there, so he doesn't have as many ace highs as you'd think. And now he's question marking it like it's a big deal. Is this guy on the button gonna ISO me? If I limp, maybe. Maybe somebody will ISO me. No, don't limp. Shove. Come on. Oh well. We got plan B. We probably have the best hand, right? Plan B worked out. Hopefully we can get this game real quick. Come on, give it to me. It's 57% VPIP table, and that could just be because it's a new table. But there are 3 short stacks here, so it's a good sign. That was a pretty funny hand. If I saw what I think I saw. Bonsai! Wait, this guy's only stolen 1 out of 3? Alright, we'll flat then. I think we can do a reverse float with the gut shot here and an overcard. I think he just checks back a lot here and we can just bet the river. Alright. Doesn't have to be that big. 14's good, I think. Yeah. And he could just have top pair. We even had him dominated in suits too. I guess we should just 3-bet, right? Got a big fish in the blind, so I'm going to 4x this queens. guy's pretty tight, so I'm just gonna flat. Just gonna call. Go for a small amount of value here from like 8s or something. This guy's not that aggro. Just go ahead and commit. Hopefully somebody has like 8s here. Money just goes in. Unless he's got a 6, we should be okay here. The 6 is actually should be a good card for us. If he has 7s or 8s, he's definitely calling now. Yeah, so it's just less likely he has a set when that happens. It's an interesting turn. I think we just check. I mean, or hopefully somebody's slow playing a king and we hit our spade. That'd be sweet. We're certainly just going for a call line here. I don't think betting or raising makes any sense. It's really polarizing. Does he just bomb away after I call this turn though? This looks... Man, this is a good bet. I mean, doesn't he just bet an 8? Doesn't he just bet a king on the flop? Could have queen jack, I guess. Wow, he did have a king. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Can't just fold there though. I mean, I checked to get 2 streets, so I got my 2 streets. I can't really complain. This guy might be aggro and I'm on the button, so I got to put in the 8s here. Okay, we get a little flip. Ouch. We're gonna lose everything suddenly? Damn. I think we're gonna see hands weaker than that. I mean, from versus a button raise for me. I mean, I don't think he has to have like ace king or better there. Wow, we're getting pwned here. Easy come, easy go, right guys? It's like doom switches just keep coming out of nowhere. I think everything I've done's been pretty standard though. It's a good thing we ran good early, or we'd be way down. We've just been having a major problem the last week or so, winning at showdown. Everything else is going okay. I mean, situation-wise, we're doing okay. We just can't win at showdown. This guy's opening really wide, so I can play aggressively here, I think. That's good. We don't run in the top of his range. that 0 for 3 won at showdown. 0 for 3 won at showdown. I mean, that shit adds up, right? I didn't really want to pot that, but whatever. We have top pair. Guess we're bet folding anyway. He found a way to beat ace king king. How'd he do it? Okay, he's a reggy type player, so hopefully he leaves and gets replaced by a fish. Yeah, this game ain't that great. This might be okay. Don't know about that until this guy takes a seat. So we'll give a chance for somebody to sit here. This one's okay. We got a fish across from us. Wow. That was a big pot. Guy's 0 for 2 folding his c-bets, but I have 10 high, so I kind of have to bet, right? Should have a lot of fold equity on this board. I mean, it's 5-5-4. Do I give up against a fish? Yeah, probably. Just give up. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of barreling fish. I mean, that was a good turn card to barrel, but I just think he drools and calls it off with a 4 there, right? We're not folding to 3-bet, so we might as well commit pre-flop. We're going to get called by this guy a lot anyway, so let's give him a chance to call for a lot. There we go. Now we can just ship any flop. Not really the flop you want with 8s, but hell, we're committed, so just got to put it in. Hopefully he doesn't have a queen or king. Maybe he has ace-4 and calls, or jack-9. Pocket 7s. Yeah, the longer he takes, the less I like my hand. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured he'd have a queen. I mean, at least he had it. At least it was a flip, right? I guess if I shove pre-flop, he's gonna call anyways and win. Running like ass. Don't like running like ass. I think I actually had a 6. That's so sick. How does he have a 6? Ugh. Alright. We'll just keep throwing shit against the wall and something will stick eventually. Whoops. So we'll give up on that turn card. Let's see. I think we can just flat that. Put that in. Okay, hearts please. Another heart on the turn. Alright, chop it up. Yuck, down almost 200 on this table. Ugh. Down like 120 on that one. It's like, man, we run good, it teases us, then doom switch time. I'm going to stab at this one. I feel like we need an easy one right now. Get back in this. Get back in the winners column. Pretty sure we got to be down by now, right? Even with that huge pot we won earlier. Alright, going for a check call on this river. He actually has top pair. Man, we keep running into monsters. It's crazy. Yeah, we can't win a showdown. 0 for 1 there. 0 for 3 there. 0 for 4 there now. And 1 for 2 there. We actually won a showdown here at some point. This guy's really wide here. So we're going to go with our plan of aggro thirding. Come on, dude. I got 10s here. These guys aren't... oh, shit. But I run to the top of a range again. Okay, well, at least we're flipping. 9! Shit. Can't hit a pair. Ugh. Alright, so we're just going to 3 exit here again. Targeting this fish. We will win another hand here eventually. Man. That doesn't count. That's a C-bet. I mean, it's showdown. This guy might be a fish here. We're not sure yet. This guy probably is up here. Not sure yet. It's kind of funny. Every single one of these all-ins we've lost. Could have won. It could have gone the other way, you know. We could have won every single one. It's not like we were huge dogs at any point, right? I guess, I mean, I'm talking about pre-flop, right? We got fish behind us. I think we want to do if we're going to 3-bet, it needs to be very small. Actually, with this stack size, I think flatting is optimal. We want to get called by one of these two guys. Give him a chance to hit something on the board. Or 3-bet. This guy has 3-bet before. He could squeeze here. It's one of those flops that probably not getting action on. But on the other hand, he is going to c-bet wide on this flop. Be a real tragedy if he checks here. I think we just min raise. I mean, we're committed. Maybe gives him some room to, I don't know, continue with something like a 10x hand. I don't know. Can't just call on that board though. There's too many bad cards for him. In case he did happen to have the case ace, he got to get action. This guy's pretty passive. I expect he's just going to check down a lot. The only thing he's probably going to bet here is an ace or two pair or something, so I think we can just safely fold that river. He's been pretty passive, so I'm not worried about really getting bluffed there too much. We have overpair. Oh. I mean, what can I say? I mean, a couple of these big pots we've lost have been, had sets hit against us. I mean, if we shove there pre-flop, he probably folds his sevens. And sure, we win a pot, but I'd much rather see him continue there when we have 80% equity. I mean, if it's a 9-6-3 flop, he probably still calls our all-in. So, and then we have like 90% equity, so nothing I can do when people hit sets almost every time we get all in. Seems like it, doesn't it? I mean, after a while, I know you guys haven't seen my entire downswing, but it just seems almost like there's some guy sitting in a room just picking like the worst flops possible, picking the worst turns, picking the worst rivers. And I can see how somebody would say the games are rigged, but I mean, why would they rig it against me, right? If they were going to rig it, so it doesn't make any sense. This guy's a little bit too tight, I think, to do anything here. If we're check shoving here, there's tons of draws that'll get it in against us here, maybe a Jack X type hand. It's just a cooler if somebody has like better than Jack Nine Deuce right now. They have Jack 9 or something. That's just a big cooler. Cool, we got called. Nice, and we held. Alright. We're still down 120 on that table, but we'll take it. I don't know. I don't really like a call here. I like to raise and just set my price for showdown here. Because if somebody shoves now, I can just fold. Now I think they check. Instead of this guy donk betting again, I can just check back the turn. Save me some money, potentially. Of course, we don't really get to showdown, do we? I don't know. I mean, what really missed? I mean, 8-9 got there. So I guess I have to fold that. That's the obvious hand that he would have there, to play it like that. I think we're short enough we can just bet here. Okay. Oh, yuck. At least we chopped, right? Domination Nation! I mean, this can sometimes be a check back, because we definitely don't want to get raised by like Queen Jack, but we have a blocker against as it happens. I think we just have to fold here. We can't just get it in with a 10 here for $102. Can't just call. So I think we just have to play it that way. Because even if we check back on this turn, it's not like we can continue. Wow. I think we rivered an irrelevant 2 pair here. I think this guy just got deuces or something a lot of the time, or maybe 10-9? I don't know. Probably checks back 10-9. Good bets it's just deuces, right? Yeah, it's got to be deuces. Makes me feel a little bit better about my fold. Maybe just a big raise here. I was thinking we'd get 3 callers, but whatever. We'll take 1. We're certainly never folding. Even if it's an ace-king flop, we're not folding. I mean, we're going to have our stack basically, or half our... I mean, we're going to have an SPR of 1 here. Yeah, so... give this guy a chance to bluff. I know it's a draw-heavy board and we don't want to give him a free card, but I think he bets all his draws, so... we'll just give him a chance to do that. Did he just pick up outs? Oh. Are you guys seeing this? Seriously? You guys are seeing this, right? It's just over and over again. This shit's been happening to me. Wow. Okay. I don't see how I can get it in better than that, right? I mean, I guess if he had 8 deuce and had no straight outs, I mean, I guess it would be better. Because it seems like that's what we need to be up against to somehow win these hands. Man, I've heard of people having months like this, and at least we're still up for the month. I mean, that's about all that's the only thing I can say. But seeing as we should be at like 5,500 now in EV, it seems like it just hurts. It hurts. It does definitely hurt. And I'm not looking at my bankroll, so I don't know where I'm at right now. You know, I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep playing. We'll look at the end of the month. I'm assuming we'll grind through this mess. Yeah, I'll just wait. That one was pretty brutal, though. I mean, what was our equity there? We had a lot of equity there. 94% or better, I'm assuming. I really have no idea. And they won't let me check the hand history because I set out. We keep hitting these sets, and it's like irrelevant, you know? This is a little bit too strong. We just have to fold here. Go ahead and get off this table. I want to check I think I know what the hands were anyway, so maybe I don't need to check. Wasn't it like 10-8 on a 8? What was it? Queen 10-7 board, was it? I don't know. Wow, this guy's opening so wide. This guy hasn't been calling much. I still think it's okay. Yeah, I think we gotta do this. I think this is too juicy of a spot not to do this. This guy's range is just so wide here. And we just pretty much flopped the nuts there, so. Call with 7s? Well, you wascally wabbit. Okay, well this is a good sign here. This guy looks like he might be on mega tilt or something, or just a fish. So that works. This might be a table to get off of here. So we got Z8s and we got Z9s. This guy's pretty tight. I think I might just have to flat here. Get this guy. One of these people are. These are all three aggros. I'm gonna give somebody here a chance to ISO me. I'm gonna just put the rest in. Really? The $2? Alright, that's a check basically. Turn our hand into a bluff. I think it's as good a spot as any. Nobody can call here unless they have it, right? Two pairs even got a fold. Alright. Me likey. I think I just raised this. Well, yeah, I'm just going to raise this guy, give him a chance to shove again against me. He's kind of maniac-y type. Is that a word? Oh. Don't fold. This one doesn't look good either. Yeah, we'll find greener pastures here. What the? Oh. Try this one. No, don't take my seat. This guy might have just busted, but he's probably the fish. We'll sit anyway. Ugh, we had 97% equity on that hand earlier. That's, I think I've lost like 2 recently with 97% equity on stream, right? Wasn't there one last stream too? I don't remember. I mean, if this guy was, this was the third straight time he stole, I would probably go with this, but I think I'm going to be a little bit nitty with the Jack Deuce suited. Alright. Really? Just going to bomb it into me? What the hell was that? I'm not sure why he didn't limp shove that. Didn't he limp shove earlier? Wow, this guy is 180. I guess we want to play pots with him. Wonder if that's the kind of guy you want to... Should we try to get action from an ace here? Guess we just bet normal. Don't need to try and blow him off a weak ace. What is this? I have a 10 in both cases too. Is this the same guy? 25-0, 25-0, $4, $4, $15, $15. I mean, that is so freaking weird. That is so freaking weird. One of those coincidences that happen occasionally. That make you do a double take. Okay. Why me in the big blind? I just sat down. Okay, I'll take the free money. That's not a good sign. Short stack just friggin' folds to you in the first hand. $91 VPIP here. Alright. Well. Well, another cooler here. No chance, right? Another flip lost. Another frickin' flip lost. Oh! How long I can take it? I just can't take it. Yeah, I mean, I have no read. I guess we go with ace king and, I mean ace queen and fold that. This looks like a good spot for this. Did our short stack leave? Son of a biscuit eater. This guy's got an ace. I think I'll just throw in the towel. Just throw in the towel. Put me out of my misery. Really? Really? I don't believe you. I think you think the table's just breaking, so you're doing this. That's what it looks like to me. I guess all I can do is flat, though. It's giving me a good price. Pair the board. Not a spade. I guess a spade ain't the worst card in the world. We might still be good here. Maybe a spade is an out. I think we have to turn our hand into a bluff on that river. I think 2 pair calls, but everything else folds. Ugh. So gay. He's supposed to fold that. I may actually want to stay now that he called with that hand. He didn't just call, he snap called, so I think we have to stay. He's obviously fishy there. He plays it that way. Shit. Such an easy fold on his part. He's not even beating some of my bluffs. At least I didn't shove pre-flop, which I started to do. This guy's 3-betting a lot. This is 3 out of 8. If I was on the cutoff first button, I would just shove here. He's got $1,000. He's probably gonna do this very wide. Very wide. Alright, so let's see. This guy just sit with $198. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave this one. It's a good hand to pick up with this aggro guy. I'm hoping this guy's just a maniac with a ton of money here. That would be nice. He's 3-bet 3 out of 9. That's a good sign. Come on, you're stealing 100%. If you fold this one, I think I might just get mad. Okay, good. I was about to say, he's opening probably every single hand on the button. If this guy 3-bets, it'd be freaking awesome. Because I think he's going to do this light a lot. Value shove. Not that it's not already a value shove. Recent history suggests I'm going to get a lot of light 4-bets here. Or at least calls. Alright, shove your ace 10. Let's get this over with. I think if he had ace 10, he would have already shoved. Ooh. Ooh. Fold, please fold to him. Oh, he didn't open. Gross. Alright, well. That's like worst case scenario. It's even worse. Ace and a king came? Come on. This guy's been pretty tight so far, too. That's okay. Man, all these monster hands in a row, we're just up 5. Wow, what's this guy got? 10s? Hopefully this isn't a set. Please be 9s and 10s. Jacks. If this is a set, I'm going to be very upset. Get it? Upset? Yeah, that wasn't very funny. Wow, this just feels like 6s here. Please don't be 6s. 4s or deuces. Here I am begging now. I'm begging to win a pot, right? This is what it comes down to. It actually is 6s. Is that 3 sets in this session? I gotta try to get this guy. Well, does he fold king high? Maybe. I don't know. So sick. This thirding is killing me, man. If I had shoved that, he'd probably fold 6s. The 7s too. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is he's supposed to not be hitting sets, right? Ugh. They're supposed to just be paying me off. They're trying. I mean, they're trying to pay me off. You guys are seeing it. I mean, Ignition is just not letting people pay me off lately. We've been through periods like this before though, right? I mean, obviously not this brutal, but we ran bad for days at a time. It was just for smaller amounts of money, so maybe we didn't care or notice as much. Wow. Oh, this is brutal. I guess it's not anymore. That's kind of the reason we third, right? Is to get folds when we don't have anything. This guy floated me with ace high. Good for him. Is this the same player on both tables again? Nah, can't be. That'd be too much of a coinky dink. That was sick though. That was a triple up too. I'm guessing this guy had like 9s plus that he hero folded. So yeah, that's pretty gross. I'm pretty sure we're just getting paid off by this guy, and this guy decides to tag along with his 6s. Which we want him to do, right? Wow. Can't wait to see my... I guess my EV graph's not going to be very good today because people are hitting sets, so it's kind of... That's why EV really doesn't matter that much. Because we're pre-flop, we were 80%. If we shove, we're 80%. Because we don't shove, now we're... It's going to show us at like 5% or something, right? This guy's tightening up on the button. Maybe he's mining me here. Wow, he called. Interesting. Alright. Why that heart? Why hearts on the turn? Why? But you see what thirding does? I mean, we've done this multiple times on this table. We look crazy right now. It just gets you paid off. You know? just bet fold this river. Guess pocket queens, it's so gross. Alright. More like ace queen or something. I'm guessing queen jack we'll see there. Something like that. That's I could see that floating the turn and then calling that river. And I really don't know to look. Yeah, queen jack. Actually, I should stay on this table. I don't know why I'm leaving. You know the rule I always said, if you win a big pot, the next open you make will be 3-bet. Here we go. I can almost call this. Nah, I'm going to avoid it. Probably should just limp. I mean, maybe that's the adjustment. It's like, win big pot, get 3-bet. Well, the adjustment is the limp call, I guess. I don't know. It's like clockwork, though. Definitely thinking this is a strong 3-bet normally. Probably get off this table anyway. Yeah, doesn't look good. I think we can flat that one. It's another one of these with the gut shot. It's good to check call and then just lead. Just a bet here now. Yeah, not gonna think about it. He'll call me with a 10 and fold everything else. And he has a 10. Probably thinks he has 2 pair when he really has 3 pair. That's a really bad turn for me. Yuck. But I think he's gonna float with just clubs too, so. This guy left, so we're just gonna leave too. What? No set? We've been hitting so many sets though. I did check my database to see how many sets I'm hitting. I'm hitting sets 6% over the last week. I think normal is 12.5%, right, or something like that. So I mean that kind of contributes. Not only are everybody seem to be hitting sets against me, I'm not hitting sets myself that much. So I mean it's just a whole bunch of factors will contribute to a downswing, and I think I have a whole bunch going against me right now, or at least from here and to the past. Here going forward, who knows? It hasn't happened yet, right? So I don't want to get in that mentality of thinking I'm in a downswing. I'm probably just going to lose this hand too, because I mean, we never know what a downswing is until you look back, right? We don't know what the future is. Never know what the future is. So just going to keep playing my game, keep running the EV graph up, and hopefully the green line will catch up one of these days. So, I mean, It is tempting to look at my balance just because I'm running so bad this session, but we did get off to a great start this session, so I really don't think we're down that much, if we're down at all. And I'm like $1,000 from needing to move down, and it's just hard to lose $1,000 from mixing 100 and 200 an L. Um, if I great man, variance. Can we hit an ace one time? One time. Nope. It's not getting there when we need to. Standard play though. I mean, it's just a cooler. Nothing weird about that one. So yeah, if I feel like we have sessions like this, like 3 times in a row, I'll check. But we don't need to move down to like, I mean, I don't even know. I think it's, so we can play 200 and now comfortably with 1500. So, um, yeah, I think 12 under 1200 we might move down because that's right at 20 buy-ins. I guess we just give up here. He turns it. Just call him with king high and getting there. Story of my freaking life. Lots of 50 in L right now. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we dropped down to, again, I mean, it'd have to be 50 and 100. I mean, we'll just build it back up. I mean, what's the big frickin' deal? I mean, it'd be nice to be way ahead of schedule like we were, but whatever, dude. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. It's just takes, sometimes it takes a little longer than you think, but considering we were way ahead of schedule, and actually technically we're still right on or ahead of schedule anyway right now. So I still feel like we're ahead of the game, but it's not going to last long if we don't get some decent put some decent sessions together here pretty soon. And just stop all the variance. I mean, just stop having sets hit against us like every single time, and stop running in the top of ranges and all that good stuff. This guy's really aggro. Well, it's only a few hands, but we'll at least call here. And just not flopping much. I mean, it is possible to flop something, right? This looks really value-y. I'm just gonna give it to him. Oh, what are we down to? I guess we don't have room to do that, so we'll just shove the king queen here. It's not 100 in L. This is 200 in L. Oh, and aces, yeah. Just have aces. Why not? Why not just have aces on the button? At least I mean, we're gonna get it in there with a $60. So I mean, it's kind of good that we were short there, right? Wow, we're down 3 buy-ins on this table too. What is it about the top right table, man? We've been down 3 buy-ins twice now. Wow. Yeah, in position we'll call this. Just call. I mean, I have this very small sample in this guy. I mean, this could be a spot where he's light here, but I think I'll just give him credit at this juncture. It is 100 to now, right? Not 200 and above. So I tempted this guy and he called with his junk. Hopefully he didn't just hit with his junk, because we're certainly committed now. Hopefully we get called by like ace high here. king high, king 10. We're getting him to fold like fours, which isn't likely, right? He should probably realize he needs to call with fours here. We'll take it. We have air. Certainly don't mind a fold when we have air. Well, I guess it's getting better. The more multi-way it is, the better. But yeah, once again, nothing on the flop, and kind of just one of these check fold spots. How about a 8 of spades on the turn? Yeah, deuce of spades ain't too bad. We'll just have to, if the math is right, it's right. Do we bet? Maybe we bet 325 to set our price. Man, we're getting pwned by 3 bets right now. How about ace of spades? So, or queen of spades would be awesome. Not this, not the club. All right, we might be good here. This guy's really aggressive. Yeah, we'll just do this. I know it's hijack, but he's been opening a ton. And we kind of have a smaller stack, so I think it's good. We should still be ahead of his range a lot here. Yeah, so flip, whatever. Well, if we don't win this one, we missed out on a good chance. Alright, so he hit a flush and checked, okay. So, yeah. What's it like to hit a flush? So with this super aggro guy on our left, I guess we'll just leave this table. This is fun, isn't it? I'm still having fun. It's okay. I mean, I'm getting kind of used to it. I'm getting some calluses from all this run bad. It's the 23rd. We got about a week left. A little bit gun shy now. But I think we can call with a queen deuce suited here. This guy's pretty passive, so I think he plays pretty straightforward. He hadn't been c-betting. Yeah, he's only c-bet 1 out of 3, so I think we could just, he'll check back flops when he misses, and we could just bet the turn. So I like calling there pre-flop. I think it's 100% float versus this guy, and just shove the value range, raise the value range. Welcome to those just joining. Good to see some old faces and some new faces as well. It's going just peachy. It was actually looking up. I mean, the first part of the session, we had $280 on the table or something at one time. I know this guy appears tight, but it's still a small sample, so we're obviously sticking it in with the 8-8 here. Wow. Oh man, how do they do it? How do they hit their flush draws? I mean, it's always the turn. I'm just drawing dead. Guy puts all that money in with queen 10 and just nuts. Just nothing but the nuts. How do they do it? Wow. I mean, that's what I love about that move, is it just makes these people play so fishy. And then, but unfortunately they're getting there, right? think unless something drastic happens in the next 8 days, March is going to go down as one of my worst months ever. And the funny thing is, I have to put it in perspective though in my head. I started this month at like 1100, so I'm guessing I'm somewhere between 18 and 2100 now. So I'm still up. I mean, right? I mean, we have to be positive here. Even if I just dump another 800 over the next 8 days and we break even for the month, it's no big deal. You're going to have break-even months, right? A spade on the turn. Oh, wow, we held. I mean, why am I so negative? Yeah, we'll stay here. We got a bunch of aggressive guys here. Even though we're getting butt pwned up there. Hey, we leave this one actually up. Yeah, butt pwned is the worst kind of pwned. In case you guys didn't know that. This 9-handed table a chance here. This one looks like a POS table. Not much going for it there, so we'll find another one. Hopefully. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, we'll maybe pass on that one. Were we just on this one? Yep. How about this one? This one sucked earlier, but I'll try it again. Why are my heads up all of a sudden? And it's not against the short stack. Alright. Nice, it's out. No. I'll 3-bet. Come on, you know you want to. Wow, bold, okay. See you later. This table was okay earlier, I think. I don't know. I'll take a look. Why do I get the feeling that this game is built around me right now, like I'm the fish? I guess when you lose 0 of 5 in showdowns. I mean, we were 0 of 4 in showdowns on this slot earlier on a different table. So that's 0 for 9 on showdowns. I mean, that's pretty sick, right? And we were like 0 for 3 here and 0 for 3 here. So what are we like after the early part of the session? What are we like 3 of 20 on showdowns or something? It sounds like that night that I dumped all that money was down like 1,200 at one point. We were like, I think I was 0 for 22 at one point in showdowns. And the reason I know is because all 4 tables were still up. I was like 0 for 7, 0 for 9, 1 for 6, and then whatever was left over there. So all right. Good to see all these names. I'm not sure where all you guys came from, but welcome to the stream. And officially, this is the most boring stream on Twitch, just so you guys know, so enjoy. But yeah, I'm a 30 big blind player on Ignition Poker, going through one of the worst downswings of my life right now. So, I mean, I guess that's entertaining, right? We were almost at 4,000 at one point. And now we're somewhere around 2,000. And if you just look at my graph, which I have posted up there, what is it? There. um, you'll see exactly why. It's just been all cash games. I banked a tournament, and then I think that's kind of a thing you want to avoid. Don't win a tournament, because it was like instant doom switch after that. Boom. Let's see, I got a screenshot. This error I keep getting on my laptop. Son of a biscuit eater. Oh, where are you? Paste. Alright. Wow, that's not the flop you're looking for, is it? Okay, okay. Oops. Yeah, I gotta raise this real quick. I think check back and just call every river, right? I just got a showdown now. Wow, sucks. Why didn't I just shove the flop? Yeah, I'm just gonna third that. I didn't mean to tank that, but I was just busy doing other things. Man, I should have just overbet shoved that flop. It's kind of a good one to do it too. Ugh. Yeah, well, whatever. If it's a deuce on the turn, he still puts it in, so. It's kind of like the best possible flop for the hand he had too. Yeah, this table still ain't that great. Except for the guy we just played against, but he's to our left, so. Yeah, we'll try this one. Why not? These guys have been battling heads up. We'll give it a shot. Maybe one of them is a soft player. So if you guys want to know more about the way I play and everything, you don't have to buy it, but I did write a book called Automatic Poker. You can find it on Amazon. If you want to learn how to play this style of poker, which translates over into other forms of poker pretty well, like tournaments, for example, sit and goes, obviously cash games. This is a cash game, but if you want to try the 30-40 big blind thing, it's pretty effective, especially against a lot of the weaker players, and it's also a good tool to use against some of the stronger regulars, because it's hard for them to do anything against you when SPRs are so low. So definitely look into that. I also have a website, automaticpoker.com, obviously, right? So you can check that out as well. Other than that, I'm just trying to run my bankroll up from like $25, and we started in late November, and we ran good for a while, a long time, actually better than we should have, so we got ahead of schedule. Then I, out of the blue, just binked the tournament. I was sick and just didn't feel like playing cash games. So boom, I play a tournament and frickin' win it. Took like 9 hours to play, and it was like 1800. So life was good. I was getting close to actually being able to take a shot at 600 an L, because I think at 4,500 we take a shot. So I was like, man, we're just full steam ahead here. We'll be at high stakes by mid-April, right? And then, yep, that's when the poker gods pulled the rug out from under me, and we've had a pretty sizable downswing. So, but we moved down. We moved back to 200 an L, 100 an L, and we're just going to keep grinding. I think this is a good bet, check, call spot here. That's a really good river. He's either going to have a deuce or nothing here when he bets. So he probably had like ace high, I'm guessing. Which you would think he would 3-bet often, but either that or a spade draw. I mean, that's possible too, right? But people usually play those aggressively. So I'm guessing like ace 3. Well, here we go. Ace 3 exactly. All right. All right. Man, I almost just want to have one of those boring sessions where you know, you just, wow. It's not a legal raise, so I can just call here. I don't think overshoving here makes sense just because he's ahead of us here, so I think not being a legal raise, we can just call here and just take a trip three-way pot with 10-9 suited. Wow, we flopped it. I think we just shove this, right? Just protect our hand, and he's going to call anyway with a wide variety of hands. He might even put us all in with like any spades, so yeah, we're just going to put it in right here. All right. They're drawing dead, aren't they? Yep, so that's a pretty nice size pot there for us. We need it at this point. That gets us down only down 150 on this table. Ugh. So it's a pretty lousy table anyway. I mean, I kind of stayed too long on it, I think, but I figured one of at least I thought this guy was a fish, so I mean that's the main reason, right? This guy's been pretty tight. He hasn't stolen yet, so we'll give him credit here. So I'm gonna play about 7 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. If you guys are enjoying the stream, which obviously it's hard to enjoy this stream, right? Because it's the most boring stream, not just in the poker world, but on Twitch in general. I mean, I'm just a middle-aged guy sitting here in my freaking room with 3 kids yelling downstairs and a ugly futon and Boba Fett in the background, right? Over there. So, yeah, I mean, how exciting could this be for you kids, right? But, so yeah, if you're enjoying it, at least go ahead and follow if you don't mind. I'm trying to get, eventually get, what do you call it? Where I can get subscribers, a partnership. And I think I gotta have like a shit ton of people watching me every day. I don't know what it is. I've seen people with like 5, 10 people watching them, and they have a partner, and I see people with like 3,000 watching them, and they have a partnership. So I don't know how those rules work. I think you either have to have a high viewership or be famous in some way, and I have neither of those things. But I think maybe if I get 20, 30 people watching me on a consistent basis, I'd have a shot at applying, you know. I'll have to look into that. I mean, I did write a semi-mediocre poker book, right, that hasn't sold that much, so maybe that counts for something. I don't know. Maybe I can BS them a little bit. It's well reviewed, you know. I have something to offer Twitch. You know, I have like 6 people that watch me every day on a consistent basis. Yeah, I'm just happy to be alive and have a nice family and a nice hobby. Nothing wrong with that, right? So yeah, everybody, if you're just watching for the first time, please follow the stream. That's all I ask. You don't have to donate, just follow. Just click it. It doesn't take that long. You can turn off notifications so you don't have to even know when I come online. Just subscribe. Yep. Are we gonna get 3-bet here and just have to put it in versus this guy? Nah, we're not gonna do that because we are nits. This guy's kind of looks. I don't know. He looks like he's not folding much. So we definitely don't want to check back here. So maybe a little on the medium side here. Maybe that's a little bit too big. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little too big. It's not bad though. I mean, it's better to err on the bigger side versus calling stations than on the smaller size. I think side, not size. Side. Yeah. So I promise you guys, if you stick with me, we're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna get there. We're going to be playing high stakes on this stream. It's gonna happen. Spread the word. I mean, it's just inevitable. Eventually, we will run good. We know we're favorites in all these games, right? We know there's fish. We're winning in EV like some huge amount, so yeah, it's gonna happen. This guy's opening fairly wide. Can't really call here, can we? We don't know what this guy's doing. I think we could just make a little tight fold here. I think in the big blind at like $50 we just third it there, but I think we'll just be a little bit nitty in that spot. I don't necessarily think it's minus EV to 3-bet and get it in there. but I just don't know. I think if it is plus EV, it's not much. So for the sake of variance, I might just not do it there. Maybe fives would be the lowest hand I would do it with there. Sixes, something like that. So we're targeting this poster, and this other fish comes along. So we're just looking to not get that flop. But that's not bad. And we'll certainly rep it. We can do something on a turn spade, 10, king, obviously something like that. This guy's got a random hand, so I imagine he's either got a 3 or nothing here and going to fold. This guy, I could see him having like 7s here and continuing, but he doesn't. So, I don't know. Will we stay here? Yeah, I guess we'll stay. Looks kind of fishy. And we're about to quit anyway, so what we'll do is play one more revolution on every table. So we'll play one more here. And here, and then here once the big blind gets to us. Wow, I feel good. Hey, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Many, many, many thanks. I thought I flopped a straight there for a second. That would have been too good. But that 6 is a 5. I thought that 6 was a 5. Good thing I double taked on it, because I've done that before. Misread flops in my hand, and you think that's not possible online, but it's possible. I'm living proof. It is possible. When you're half blind. Okay, I'm not half blind, but I used to be. I had that laser surgery back. Oh man, how old was I? I might have been just 29 or something. It's been a while. Yeah. Anyways, and it's holding strong, so I still have 20/20 as far as I know. So we'll have good visibility on this turn, and we can induce bluffs and stuff. So we're looking to get 2 streets out here. It's hard to get more than that. We'll check it back and hopefully hit it hard here and win this hand. I mean, I don't think we're getting... I mean, I guess it's an okay turn card to bluff, but it also completes a ton of shit that he could have. So let's just check back here. Yeah, so I think we have kind of the nuts here. So hopefully he just bets again, right? If he has it, he has it. He's just going to get one more bet out of me. So if he overbet shoves or something, it's pretty gross, but we're definitely not folding to that. So yeah, just air. We're gonna barrel off here probably on this board. We're just ace highs and 5x. I mean, obviously we have 5x. Could have like king highs and things like that. We just have to get him to fold that stuff. So this guy's kind of fishy, right? So we want to, I mean, even those hands wake, it's suited and it plays okay. I mean, it doesn't play great. Take that back, but I think we just want to play pots versus this guy. And this is a spot where we have bottom pair and just bet, check call, I think. And we can also turn a spade, turn a deuce, turn a 10, and he's just going to pay us off with a jack now, right? I don't expect to get many folds from this type of player, though, on this flop for this bet sizing. But maybe. It's possible. He's getting there. He's trying to find the fold button. I think he just found it. Sometimes it takes these guys a while to find their fold button since they don't do it very often. But you have to give them a chance. So we simultaneously had a great session and a bad session today. We had one of our largest pots ever. Or not pots, but largest stacks ever. I think we were at 275 at one point. And all that 400 NL we played over those 3 or 4 days, I don't think we had a stack that big one time. And I think we had 2 opportunities for triple ups. And you know how big a triple up is at 400 NL. And I think we had superior equity on all 3 of those. We had at least 40% equity 3-way on all 3 of those. And I think one of the times we had like 70% equity in a triple up. I mean, that's $360. So we win both of those. And I mean, this downswing isn't really a downswing anymore, right? So that's how big, how relevant one all in is at 400 an L. At your highest stake. I don't care what your highest stake is. If you're playing 50 an L and you have $400, a triple up matters, right? I mean, that's a lot of money. So when you have like 10% of your bankroll in the middle, um, I mean, variance can happen. It can bite you in the ass very quickly. So, I mean, but that's just what you do. You take shots. You put a lot of your bankroll on the table at one time, and if you run good, you're golden. If you run average, you're golden. The only way that bad things happen and you have to move down is if you just run like shit, which I've done. So this is a tricky little spot. I think normally I would play this passively, but I think in this case, since it's multi-way, I think I bet small. Because we're going to have, I mean, if a diamond comes, obviously we know what somebody has, right? So I think we just, four-way, I don't know that somebody just blasts away with a king or ace of diamonds, right? If they do, they have a shit ton of equity. So I think when somebody raises this flop, it's normally like a jack with a diamond, a set of threes, a set of fours, something like that, right? Slow played aces or kings or queens with a diamond. So I don't really see a problem with bet folding in a four-way pot with this top pair. I mean, if a guy has jack 10 of diamonds, obviously it sucks if he raises here, but I just don't think it's going to happen that often. So I think we just try to get two streets and hopefully don't get a bad run out and then move on. It's going to look really fishy when I bet this small. I think it's going to look really strong to a lot of people. This guy's been a nit so far, so if he check raises, I think we just... It depends on how big the check raise is. Yeah, I think with this sizing... honestly, if he had a flush, wouldn't he... If he had a... Yeah, I guess he would check raise with a flush. But probably all his small flushes, and I think that kind of just slams right into... I mean, he's in the big blind, so I'm expecting him not to have a lot of big flushes here if he has it. I think most of his range is going to be like pocket threes, pocket fours. I mean, he could be getting pwned here, but I think that's fine right there. The only other option is to check, and that's just worst case scenario. I mean, most of the time he's not going to check raise as a bluff there. I don't think that player. And if he did, good game, sir. He could certainly just have the ace of diamonds. If you think about it, just putting the money in there, he's going to have. We're going to be flipping anyway, and I think sometimes we'll just be drawing dead too. So I think if you look at his overall range there, it's probably fine. I kind of talked it up like I knew he was going to raise, but I didn't. I thought most of the time he was just going to call or fold. So I think he just tanked a while just to sell that he had a weak hand, and then he raised with his nut hand. I mean, that's most likely. And I wish I could see the hand, but we can't see hands for 24 hours. So, yeah. We are done. Normally we would look at our bankroll now and all that good stuff, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do that once a month. I'm going to build up the suspense. If you guys want to see it, you have to watch. And you don't know when I'm going to show it. But it doesn't really matter at this point. I think we're definitely still rolled. I mean, I only need 1,200 to play 200 in L, so we're definitely above 1,200. I'm pretty sure. We ran bad, but I don't think we ran that bad. And we were up like, weren't we up like $300 in the first 10 minutes or something? And I was up 100 earlier in the day, so we were up 400 going into like the bad part of this session. So we were down 150 on one table. That puts us at what, 250, and we were down about 120 on another. Maybe we were down about 150 twice. So that knocks out all but 100. And we were down. We lost a few. So well, I mean, but we won some stacks too, right? So not many, but we won some. So I'm guessing we were somewhere between down 200 and up 100 in this session. So worst case scenario, we're down 200. My bankroll sits at around 2,000, 2,100 right now. 2,050, something like that. We're still 800 away from moving down. So thank God that we ran good early in this session. But I imagine my graph's going to probably just keep looking like what it does right now. Right? So I'll download hands about once a week. And then at the end of the month, we'll do a review. And maybe we'll start checking the bankroll, but only do it like once a week, once every week. Maybe on my Saturday stream or something like that, if that sounds good to you guys. Okay. I don't know what else to do. It's after 5, time for me to go. I've got some paperwork to do and some other shiznit. So thanks to the new viewers. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Feel free to subscribe to the stream. I'd appreciate, not subscribe, but follow the stream. There you go. Subscribing would be awesome. Maybe one day, right? When I actually get good at poker and am a partner and get good at poker and am a partner. So yeah, but thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you following along, and we will see you. What is tomorrow? Friday? Free Money Friday tomorrow. We'll see it. We'll see you then. I am playing tonight. I may decide to stream. I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see. So yeah, talk to you later.